Hello ladies and geraniums, how you doing out there? Today was not a very big, successful flea market find. I did get this here. Okay, record. Alright, if you remember last year, there was a unit similar to this that I ended up selling to somebody. I don't remember who, whether it was one of my viewers or whether it was on another site, I don't remember. I originally bought it for the case. Well, here is an HP. Of course, I don't have my magnifying glass, so I don't know the model number, but it's a vacuum tube voltmeter. It's an old HP vacuum tube voltmeter that I'm buying to make that high voltage DC power supply that goes up to about 450 volts. That's what my intention is on this, but it's not going to happen right away. The guy wanted $10 for it, and I walked away thinking, well, I don't really need it that much, that bad. It's not as nice as the other case that I had sold a whole unit because somebody wanted it. The back cabinet finish is nice here. It's got like a crinkle finish on it. Isn't too bad. It would make a good power supply. It's obviously vacuum tube. No idea if the meter works, but it does move, but that doesn't mean it's electrically good. So, the guy took $5 for this. If he insisted on 10, it's something I didn't need, because I don't know when I'm going to get around to building that power supply. A lot of times I say I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing. I don't start a project most of the time unless I can finish it. So I have done that in the past, and I'm trying to avoid starting a project and never finishing it. So this will be a future project, and I want to make a DC power supply. I have a variac that would go in here. The meters, I have a set of meters that I think will go in this spot here, which would be a voltage and a current meter. I think they'll go in here. I'm not 100% sure. So for $5, it's well worth it. So that's the story there. 100-foot Craftsman tape measure for $2. Okay, now the last item that I bought, why couldn't I have found a deal like this before I bought that other mower? Not that I'm sorry I bought the mower is great. Brand new 8-inch wheels for $4 a piece, brand new.
They look new.
They are new. 1/2-inch arbor, ball bearing, metal, rim, hard rubber tire, 8-inch, 1/2-inch arbor.
Those will fit on there?
That's going to go on the front of the old vibrating mower. It runs so good, it starts on the first pull, and the only problem with it, of course, is the front wheels are like this, you know. So for $8, I bought that. So I spent $8 and $5 and $2. That's all I bought today. The guy with the radios just don't have any more radios. He's there every week, but he just don't have radios. The stuff he has is really of no interest to me whatsoever. So there will be a video on this in the future. I have no idea when, but there will be in the future. I plan on using the case to build my power supply in it. I don't need another VTVM. It's an old one anyways. I don't know the model number. I will know it when I get my magnifier in the shop and really look at it close. But the point is, this will be a very good type of case, was what I'm looking for. It has plenty of ventilation in it and everything else. I don't know how high the chassis is on this, how high the chassis comes up. That will determine how much room I'm going to have, whether I have to cut down here more to get the meters that I got that I want to put in here. I think they're wide enough, the case is wide enough, but I don't know about the height, because the meters I've got, you've seen them, there's 1 voltmeter and then there's another meter below it. So the distance between here and here may end up down here. This will become the variac, which will control the primary voltage of the power transformer, which is going to be a step-up transformer. And the one that's in here, I don't know how many volts it puts out on the secondary. I won't know that until I get into it. And that's how I'm going to control my high voltage. It's going to be a simple thing. It's not going to be a complicated thing. It's not going to be a dual voltage. I want something from basically 0 to 450 volts. There's no need to have anything higher than that. That will deliver the current needed to run a radio, which these days I haven't been getting any in for repair anyways. So that's another reason why I am not going to be doing a power supply project in the near future. All right, so that's it, folks. That's all there is on Jewett City. We'll continue on the video. I'll put these wheels on the push mower, the vibrating mower, and we'll finish out the video of me doing that when we get home. All right, let's head home. All right, let's unwrap this. I think in the wintertime, we're going to store this on top of the picnic table with the tarpaulin on it. You can't put it in the shed. Now, other than, you know, the wheels, see the wheels here? I guess you can see that. All right. Mower runs great. Now, we're going to do, there's no adjustment on the front wheels. These are 7-inch wheels. These are 8-inch that I got from Bob last year. The ones I picked up today are 8-inch, so they're going to go on the front 1/2-inch axles. There's no gas in it. Okay. So, we're going to take it, put it up on the bench here. We'll see you at the bench. All right, I'm going to remove these wheels here. And there's no adjustment, as I said, for these. Now, as you can see, these are plastic crap. These are 8-inch, which is the same as the wheels I got from Bob, and they are metal. They're Arnold. I think it's the same thing my hardware store sells. Yeah, that's got to be metal. The question is the arbor the same? Yep. Now we'll put a little oil on this Anyways, be right back. Alright. Which way they go now? That's got to be the inside. That's got to be the inside. I hope they fit.
Hopefully. Looks like they fit.
No, they're dragging. They got to go the other way then.
They should fit in there.
Oh, there's adjustments too for that. Yeah. Okay. There are different holes that this can go in so you can get your height adjustment. But where all the rocks around here, we go in the same hole, which brings it up an inch higher. Because these are 8-inch. Could put another washer underneath that. These are the old ones. This one isn't as bad as this one here. This is really bad here. It's a 1/2 inch, but it's got a lot of play in it. But I'd have to hunt for a washer to go in there. I would think that round part would go on the outside, but it won't work that way. See, this is concaved in. This usually goes on the inside. Let's open this up. Never can open these things. I would think this goes on the outside. This is domed out. And this would be the inside. But I have to put it the opposite way to keep it away from the... I could try it the other way, but I don't think it's going to work. Even if I put a washer under it. Thing is, I don't have many washers that would fit in there properly. This way, this would normally be the outside. See how that is there? But I had to put this on the inside. And the concave part usually goes on the inside. So, I'll be right back. I want to see if I can get some washers. See if I can get some washers to go in there. The only thing they got is this washer here. Is that on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to move the camera. I'll move this. Okay, so let me look. I'll be right back. I've got some washers, but they're pretty thin. It's going to take a dozen of them to build it up. Got some washers here. These I got at a yard sale, but they're a mile too big in the middle here. They're thick, but they're a mile too big. The hole's way too big. The problem is the bolt isn't long enough, and if I build up with washers, I got to come way up to here, and I'm not going to be able to get the bolt through. So we have no choice. We have to mount it ass backwards.
Does it really matter?
It's the only way it can be done. Now I built it up with a washer here, Problem is, washers I have too damn big in the center. Well, and of course, I can't line up the hole because I can't see good.
You want me to help
All right,
you?
I got it. That's fine.
You want me to help
Still
you?
got, no, I'm all right. I got to drop a nut on the, a washer on the opposite side. I got to drop one in here. Gonna be too big, but I can't help it. So we drop a washer in here, but it's a little too big. And then we'll come out just about right. But I have to put the wheels on ass backwards. I have no choice. Let's see what we got here. Very little play now. There's room for one more. Now, there may be room for one more underneath there. The thickness I need, if the hole is too small. So, yeah, they're all big holes in them. Nothing I can do. We're going to have to go with it. Have to go with it. We got to go use what we got. Am I taking this off or am I putting it on? Out. I don't want to mess that up here. Knock that through. So we got 2 washers under the nut on the outside and 2 washers on the inside. And now
Looks good to me.
I'm not sure what kind of bearings these have, but they're the roller bearings inside. These should be all right. They don't spin. These are the wheels I got from Bob, and they're good. There's going to be a little play in there. And while I got this out, let's get some oil in here. I think we're okay. But we had to put them on ass backwards, and we got a 1/4 inch space right in here between the wheel, the tire, and the case. So we're fine. Yeah, let's just shoot a little oil in there. Even though it's roller bearings. We gotta have something in there. After all, you're not going down the highway 60 miles an hour. So it's not gonna hurt anything. All right, we'll turn this over. Originally I was going to get rid of the mower, but if I got rid of it, I would not be able to do the hill up there because I'm not going to ruin the good mower that I picked up last week. This can go in the recycle bin after we get the other one on.
Want me to put it in there now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Want me to help you?
Not yet. I think I'm okay on this. All right, we got a washer in here. So these are 1/2-inch bolts. Throw that in the recycle. We don't need that anymore. We'll put a little oil on the shaft here. Even though it's got roller bearings in the wheel. Now, I think we're going to have to turn this over. You can stop the recording now. I gotta turn this over. Okay, this is where the original wheel is. So the height adjustment is here, 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 and here. And I guess back here is another place you can put a wheel too. I don't think a wheel goes here. So we've been using these holes here. So this rises, this is a the original wheels are 7, these are 8s. So we actually raised the whole mower up 1/2 inch. Because of the ground here and everything else, and the risk of hitting rocks in that area down there and around here occasionally, we need to be up higher. So as I told you before, years and years ago, I blocked this off. So this has always been a mulching mower. And the blade is dull as a butter knife. We don't worry about it. It's been a good mower. I've always kept it in the shed. So we're going to store it on top of the picnic table with a tarpaulin on it for the winter. I can't put it in the shed. If I sold my rider, it was suggested to put both mowers in there. That would be my intention. Okay, let's get you back on a tripod. We're 1/4 inch away from here. Why is that jamming?
Did you put it on right?
Yeah, I put 2 washers the same as I did before. It's binding.
Something's not right.
I have to take 1 washer out. I'm trying to avoid the floppiness like this. It fits in the. It fits in there all right. What we got to do is we got to take 1 of these washers out of the top. Just have 1. We leave the ones in the bottom. There were 2 in the bottom, the original and the added one.
This goes in the recycle too?
No, that goes in the garbage. So we're going to have this floppiness a little bit. So let's just see what we've got. Let's just see. It shouldn't be like that. Maybe there isn't. Maybe they're not bearings in there. Maybe they're not bearings. But they moved. There's probably not bearings in there. So in other words, the wheel has to be loose like this one a little bit. There's very little up and down play, but on these wheels, there is no bearings. There's a little looseness here, but not that bad. That's normal, I guess. That's the ones I got from Bob, and they work very well because the original ones were almost on a 45-degree angle when you go along. Well, it's still binding. Then I'll take another washer out. But I gotta have them underneath. I'm gonna have to take the one out of the top then. I don't have any thin washers with a big hole in them, a 1/2 inch. Oh boy, I missed it. This is gonna be hard. Trying to find a hole with my, yeah. Let's see what we got now. Obviously there's no bearing in this. I thought it might be ball bearings, but there isn't. Yeah, that's better. That's normal, because that's the same way. You're always going to have a little play like this. That's 1/2 inch. That's 1/2 inch arbor. That's what these bolts are, is 1/2 inch. Okay, the axles, I should say, they're smooth, there's no treads on them. Only treads on the end where you put the nut on. So they're 1/2 inch. It says, it claims ball bearings, but it can't be because it wouldn't be binding like that. It can't be ball bearings. Can't be. I'm going to say it's not ball bearings. I'm just going to oil it. Be fine. It'll be fine. This was supposed to be an easy project. Right, now, we're only about 3 inches.
Looks good though.
No, hang on a minute. Okay, we are two and 3/8 inches. Yeah, 2 3/8. Yep. From the bottom of this, which would be the blade. Actually, the blade is up about a 1/2 inch high up underneath, more than that. So the bottom of this, 2 3/8. So we're up a little bit. Now we could lower these wheels if we had to. We got play in each one. They all got a little play now. I think we're good to go. There's no gas in it, so we're not going to be running it. So that's it. So we don't have to worry about. We need to be up higher in this area because of the rocks and the uneven ground. Like rocks like this, you have to be careful even with the riding mower. I could hit this, so it's hard. This is what we've got. These are big and very hard, if not impossible for me to remove. So that's why I need the mower up higher. And as you can see, there is no grass here to mow. There isn't this year. Normally there'd be 3 or 4 times a year we would mow. I haven't used, as I said, the riding mower at all this year. All right, folks, that's it. So for $8, less than the cost of one wheel at my hardware store, or even Harbor Freight, which you don't get coupons anymore. I've got two wheels. Originally I was going to buy wheels from Harbor Freight, but I would have paid a lot more for them, and the only one that they had for like $4 was a pneumatic type of tire, but it was 10-inch, and you can't put 10-inch on this. That's ridiculous. As it is now, these are 1 inch larger in diameter than the original. The original was 7 inches. Alright, so needless to say, I'm not going to get rid of this. It's just that I can't store it in the shed. It's been a good mower, and now we got decent tires, so we're not going to be going like this into the ground and causing a problem. Alright, that's it for this video. I'm going to let Tommy put it together.
Yep.
You can call it what you want. And that's it. Thanks for watching.